We're at work. We're in field mode, all right? We just had an intense conversation. I say we. Between us. J.J. Carroll, okay? His documentary film is epic, and what we're to do with that information is to share it, okay? And we're to continue on with the breakdown of a system right now that is so failed us. A federal government that has failed us on the border, failed us within the interior. They have failed us with mismanaging our finances. Thousands and tens of thousands of people are dying. The government has failed to stop that dying. And here we are segueing into an important weekend. And I'm bringing for this broadcast, a special broadcast, because I told her to listen. All right. Now, before I bring her on, I want to say this. She knows that every single word that was spoken by a former federal agent, sworn law enforcement agent, Border Patrol, he knows what the government is doing to help facilitate human trafficking, child sex trafficking, violation of her constitution. He knows all of this. He's a federal agent on unimpeachable credentials, all right? And then Pete Santilli, the organ grinder monkey who got into media in 2011, they called me a provocateur, but I'm a United States Marine whose oath has never expired. I use inflammatory language. You know, it really ticks them off when I do that. They accused me because I wanted a restoration. But back then, if you look at it at a relative scale, you know, sure, the government was pointing guns at unarmed protesters in 2014. 2016, they took it one step further. They not only pointed guns, they pulled the trigger. And they shot and killed Robert Lavoie Finicum. That's one person, of course. May he rest in peace. Everybody else watched on, but not everybody else was losing their life. So people weren't going to go running, you know, to the rescue and save the protesters in southeastern Oregon, you know, because, you know, not my backyard. It's not happening, so I don't need to worry about it. I'm going to tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is now gotten to the point where this same government that I was saying and going up against, almost in a comical way, you know. I say comical because it's like, stop, you're going to be kicked out. I predicted. I said, oh, best scenario, you get pull-up stakes and you leave Nevada. And it happened. That was comical. And the federal government was kicked out of Nevada. And the sheriff was the one that made that determination. It's all symbolic. Neat documentary films have been made since. And of course, we memorialize the death of Robert Lavoie Finicum. Now let's fast forward to today. Tens of thousands of people are dead. They're dead. The anomalies related to the weather patterns, that's a separate story. But the fact remains, they're dead. Was it preventable? You know, when a natural disaster takes place. Since Katrina, we have built an infrastructure that guarantees that what is happening right now cannot happen. It's physically impossible for the failures that are taking place in response to the disaster. Physically impossible. Physically. You cannot do what they're doing right now. Saying, oh, well, we don't have enough resources. You sure do have enough resources. It's called, we learned from Katrina. They have an infrastructure that was built up over many, many years. Now people are dying. They're failing. It's intentional. And it's time to call the sheriff. Time to call the sheriff, folks. It's time for the people to be deputized by the sheriff. It's time for the sheriff to say, we'll take care of our own. Stop telling us to threaten people with arrest. We're going to save the babies. We're going to save the children. We're going to save our fellow Americans. And do not get in our way. Get out of our county. And it needs to be done by proper legal authority. Now, they're going to spin that into Pete Santilli is recruiting gunmen. No, I'm not. It already exists. It's called America. I don't need to recruit gunmen. It's already there. It's called the United States of America. Now, Deb Jordan knows, oh, my God, they're going to, you know, and she knows, and she's not going to say this time because she knows the gravity of what I'm talking about. People are dying, a lot of them en masse. Okay? People are dying. This is that moment where you go hungry or die, and that's when you respond. Okay, here it is. What do we do? So, Deb, you know, and I know you're not going to apply it to this scenario, you know that they're going to take my words out of context, they're going to do all that, and you know that they're going to entrap all of us. This would be the worst time to call me right now, but that's okay. Deb?
Yeah.
You know,
You're fine.
know what they do. We can't stop them from doing what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They've already done it. They will entrap, they'll do all that. I don't think that they're entrapping us, but I want you to make the point of emphasis. I want to make the point of emphasis. Do not fall for the bait. Do not fall for the bait. They want to declare a national emergency if we respond with civil unrest or whatever. They want that. They want the civil unrest. We do that, Joe Biden signs that thing. Literally, they will put off the election if things go wrong and people lose their composure. Do not lose your composure.
Yeah.
You agree?
Well, you know, from the very beginning of this, when this all started over a week ago now, right? It's been over a week, unbelievably so. But I said the people that I'm hearing and that I'm listening to are responding a whole lot like the people of Burns, Oregon did, right? It's all government jobs there, just mining, all of this stuff, the mining, everything all put together. And I think the people of Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida, which we're forgetting about, remember, this storm hit at full strength in Tallahassee, you know, in the Big Bend there. I mean, these people aren't getting any kind of coverage whatsoever. I think they're Governor DeSantis had a lot more time, Pete, to get everybody ready, right? And they're used to this kind of thing. The land is flat, right?
Yeah.
But the element of surprise was on the side of the storm when it got into Georgia, right? And into the mountains. People weren't expecting it. They weren't prepared for it.
Yes.
And we're telling people all the time, prepare for natural disasters, right?
That's right.
Get storable foods, do all those things. Unfortunately, that isn't what we're seeing here, right? People were not prepared. And all the people who lost their homes and everything they owned and everything was flat, and it wouldn't have mattered how much storable food you had, right? So
That's right.
But I'm watching this, Pete, and I'm watching people react to it. And, you know, you and I have been on this since day one. We personally had friends in the hardest hit area of North Carolina. So we've kind of focused on that and getting them help. And of course, we have other friends who are going in and out.
Yeah. Hold on just 1 second, okay? If you don't mind, I got to take care of some stuff here. We're live on the air. We're transitioning away from the Pete Santilli show.
Jeremy Harrell.
We're covering this hour, right? We're in our colors, Jeremy Harrell. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Jeremy Harrell, LFA TV right now. It will be the official news media outlet for my recruitment of gunmen. No, I mean, I'm sorry.
Kidding.
No, I'm just joking. That they already did that. I already know their tricks. Don't fall for it. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving at the conclusion of this broadcast. Deb Santilli.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I know.
I'm going to be going. I'm heading down. We're loading out to North Carolina. All right. But there is no such thing as recruitment of gunmen or incitement or anything like that. There's no such thing as that. You know why? Because they're already there, okay? And everybody is at the ready and looking out, right, at North Carolina. Hold on, let me finish my statement. Tyler Nixon's going to be filling in between 4 and 5 on the Santilli Report, okay? LFA TV, you must get onto our X channel, all right? LFA TV US, all right? We are deploying down there. All right. I can't even tell you which number of generals have already contacted me. Deb, did you hear what I just said?
Yes.
Generals, colonels, people with tremendous authority. And so everybody keep composed. Don't lose your composure. I'm not even going to ask people to, go to North Carolina with your guns. You know why? Because they're already there. Don't need to. But the sheriff, there needs to be proper authority. Somebody at a level of sanity that can say to the sheriff, get these freaking Goombas out of here. Stop threatening people with arrest to clean up our communities. Stop with the federal government FEMA stuff. There's no authority that you have over our county. That's what we want, ideally, right? So, Deb, okay, we're on LFA TV. Say hi to everybody on Jeremy Harrell's audience.
Yeah.
All right, and
well, thank you, Pete, for including me in your broadcast this morning with LFA. I don't get to interchange with the folks over on LFA very often, so I'm happy to be here. But listen, we're talking about North Carolina, we're talking about Georgia, Tennessee, Florida. The heaviest hit areas,
That's right.
of course, right? Everybody right now is suffering. Look, we're getting reports, firsthand reports, not just somebody told somebody a rumor that was happening. We're going to find out this afternoon. I know a lot of people are interested in what's happening in Chimney Rock. There's a lot of rumor coming out of Chimney Rock, North Carolina. The place was devastated. I mean, there's nothing left, right? There's just nothing left. But the mayor obviously did survive. He will be talking with a friend of ours, Ann Vandersteel, from what I understand, this afternoon. She is going to get the full story for us, right? I've been hesitant. I don't know what that is, but I've been that close up. It looks terrible. I've been hesitant to.
Okay, can you fix that?
I've been hesitant to speak about Chimney Rock and what we're hearing that that the government has taken over the property, told people they will never be coming back there, and that they're beginning to bulldoze it, right? They're beginning to bulldoze, and with that, they're just bulldozing bodies instead of dealing with it. That's what we're hearing. We're gonna get an update from Ann this afternoon.
Once upon a time, in the bustling world of scientific discovery, a seemingly ordinary molecule has emerged as the hero of the century: hypochlorous acid. Curativa Bay, a Florida-based wellness company that offers a groundbreaking solution in skincare and disinfection with our hero technology. Hypochlorous acid is nothing short of miraculous, providing the best solution for skin breakouts and accelerating the healing of burns and wounds. Imagine something 80 times more effective than bleach, yet completely non-toxic and safe for you and your loved ones. Our skincare line is crafted with meticulous care, using only all natural ingredients sourced from the USA. Our hypochlorous formulations combine pure dead sea salt and purified water, ensuring a 2-year shelf life for our skincare products and a 5-year shelf life for our disinfectants. At Curativa Bay, we pride ourselves on offering 5-star customer service, reflecting our dedication to ensuring every customer's complete satisfaction. Join the thousands of satisfied customers who trust Curativa Bay for their wellness needs. Go to CurativaBay.com and don't forget to use promo code PETE for 10% off and free shipping for orders over $50.